Hi everybody, this is Susan Elliott with another episode of Soapy Business. What I want to talk to you today about why I decided to come back into the business. Some of you may know that I used to have a company called Sleepy Hollow Soaps, and I was really excited when I got into it because I had been on disability. I fractured my back, and instead of working as a lawyer and working as an author and working as a therapist and a whole bunch of things that I've been trained to do, I started to make soaps, and I started to find it very, very therapeutic. One of the things that I talk about in my books, and one of the things I've talked about to my classes and my clients, is that you have to have things that you love to do, hobbies, interests. And I fell in love with soap. I fell in love with the science of soap, the math that I had to use, and the art. And those are three subpar talents that I've always considered that I've had, like very subpar in art, science, and math. And I found them all coming together beautifully in soap. But one thing that I failed to do is to look at the business side of it. I looked at it in a very casual way. And when you're not very good at business, you're not very good at math, you're not very good at numbers, you have to do it more than casually. I really dropped the ball. So I put the business aside. I spent a year and a half studying business, studying different types of business. I've watched every single episode of Shark Tank, Dragon's Den Canada, Dragon's Den UK, Dragon's Den Ireland, The Profit, West Texas Investors Club. I mean, anything that had to do with investing, entrepreneurial stuff, I watched. I read book after book after book. I got everything together. So why did I come back into this very crowded marketplace? Because I am convinced that I could build a better bicycle. And I know that the expression is build a better mousetrap, but because we are an animal-friendly company, even towards mice, I'm going to say build a better bicycle. I want to use no animal products, no palm oil products, and very few renewable, sustainable palm oil products. I don't use palm oil in my soaps. I use some products like stearic acid that use palm oil, but I make sure that they only come from manufacturers that use renewable, sustainable palm oil. I try to use a minimum as I can. As I've talked about in other videos, I don't believe in a full boycott of palm oil, but I want to keep it to a minimum. Anyway, I really use the richest ingredients that I can find. If I can't make a product that's superior to other products, I'm not going to make it. That's just that simple. And it doesn't mean that mine is the best of the best of the best, but it means that I formulate things to be the best that I can make it. I can't say I'm better than absolutely everybody else. I mean, I can say it because in advertising, in the law, it's called puffing. It's not false advertising. It'd be like, I'm the very best thing you could ever find on the face of the earth, is obviously puffing because it's really not quantifiable. Anyway, that's my legal training coming into play. But I am in this business because I believe that my products are superior, definitely superior to all commercial soap. And I believe that if you look at handmade products, they are almost, without a doubt, better than anything that is commercially made. You look at commercial products and it has tallow, it has palm, it has all kinds of cheap, crappy products. And if you take each individual thing and you look them up on the internet and you look at each individual product, you're going to see synthetic a lot, you're going to see artificial a lot, you're going to see byproduct a lot in commercial soap. Just about anything handmade, anything that's from a small product maker is going to be superior to commercial soap, commercial scrubs, commercial whatever. I can almost guarantee it. I study labels like a lunatic, and I can tell you that just about anything handmade is going to be better than anything that's commercial. Anyway, I learned a lot in a year and a half of studying business, studying products, studying formulation, studying a whole lot of things. And I can tell you that if there is a more expensive way to do it, that will make a better product, I'll go for that. And you know, there are things that I will put onto a more intermediate price range, and I will formulate it for that intermediate price range, but I still give very, very good product. So I just want to tell you that before you go into any kind of business, no matter what it is, please learn your numbers, learn business, learn skills, and learn your product. I'm in a very, 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 very crowded and competitive space. And I believe that I stand out from other people based on my philosophy, based on not using any animal products, based on not using any palm oil in my soaps, and a minimum of renewable, sustainable palm oil and other things, making sure that all of my salts that I use, they are certifiable from the place of origin. I don't buy it on eBay. I don't buy it in some fly-by-night place. Somebody's not going to tell me this is Dead Sea salt and I get it home and it's table salt. No one is going to do that. I want a certificate. For my essential oils, I want a certificate. I want everything, all of the T's to be crossed and the I's to be dotted. So that is what makes me stand out. Find your niche. Find out what sets you apart from other people and go with that. It doesn't have to be what I'm doing. It doesn't have to be what someone else is doing, because if you copy me, then you're not setting yourself apart from anybody. Think about what you excel at and make that a focal point of your business and a focal point of when you go out and you tell people about your business. Make sure that's number one. You can do this. It's a crowded field because it's a fabulous field. We've got to wean people off of commercial products. Commercial products for the skin are crap. And I can say that without exception. So I really want you to run your soap business like a true business. I want you to set yourself apart from other people. And I want you to be fair to yourself, fair to your customers, and to make the best products that you can. This is Susan Elliott for another episode of Soapy Business, hoping that your day is successful as mine will be. Take care.